Francesco Coco was one of those players who managed to achieve their childhood dream, play for the team that made him fall in love with calcio.
Milan in search of the breakthrough. Albertini flies in the free kick. Coco's header! Francesco Coco, unmarked at the far post!
During his 12-year career as a defender, primarily an attack-minded wing-back, he played for Inter, Barcelona, Torino and Livorno. However, the team that won him over as a child remained his one true love.
When that team became the great Milan of Sacchi in 1987, I was 10 years old, so I became a Milanista really because of that Milan. That Milan represented everything. That team made me a true tifoso of the rossoneri.
Coco was coached by some of the greats of the Italian game, the likes of Arrigo Sacchi and Giovanni Trapattoni. But two other Serie A masterminds stand out for the defender.
I began to train with Milan's first team when I was only 16, and Capello was the classic strict coach. You couldn't afford to make any mistakes. You needed to be 100% focused all the time. He was the coach who made me become a professional player. I made my debut in '95 with his Milan, where there were so many great players. It wasn't easy to make your debut back then at such a young age, but he believed in me. He gave me a chance. He molded me because he was really good at getting the best out of his players.
Corner was curled away, and Coco with a glancing header into the far corner.
Zaccheroni made me the player I became. He played a three-man defence. He gave me belief, the freedom to roam up and down the flank. Basically, I was alone. There was no one behind me or in front of me. For my characteristics, that was the right position.
As for his position on the pitch, as a modern attacking fullback, Coco had an illustrious example in Paolo Maldini. The legacy of Milan's wingbacks was passed on to him.
If you think of the 60s, the fullback was stuck at the back. He wouldn't even move if you pushed him. I think Cabrini was the first fullback to interpret the role differently. Maldini came right after Cabrini. Paolo was possibly even physically stronger, and he was certainly more solid in defence. But he also wasn't scared to venture forward, to have more freedom to attack and not just defend. Growing up at Milan and having Maldini as a role model in that position, I obviously tried to learn from him and do my best. One of Milan's current fullbacks, Hernandez, is a very good player. He's young and has lots of room for improvement.
Milan no longer instill fear in their opponents like they did in Coco's days. The loss of luster represented by their form against their coming opponents, 13 defeats in the 14 league meetings since 2013 with the champions. And yet, Milan-Juventus remains a must-watch match.
Milan-Juve is always Milan-Juve, probably the most important game in Italy. They're the two most successful Italian teams. After their last Champions League victory in 2007, Milan have fallen away from the others season after season, while on the other hand Juventus are such an organised club that has improved year after year. Milan's path has been basically the exact opposite, and of course you see that on the pitch.
Although Coco would celebrate seeing his first love end their hoodoo, he has the greatest respect for Maurizio Sarri. 3 points would put the Juventus coach on the verge of winning his first major trophy on home soil.
I'm an admirer of Sarri. I think Sarri will be able to do well at Juve too, if they give him some time. He can write some important pages in the history of Juventus.